Hello, I'm Matthew Pankins. I'm the director here at Stewart County Community College. I attend the school library. I'd like to welcome you to the Cooper Park room of Liberal Memorial Library for this week's Lecture in the Library session, which is this fall will be done in conjunction with the Way We Worked speaker series that is put on by the State Historical Society of Kansas and the Smithsonian Institution of Washington, D.C. In today's program, we're going to concentrate on education. In our panel today, we have three Liberalites that their careers have been in the educational field here in Liberal. We have Bridget King, IRC teacher at MacArthur Elementary School here in Liberal. Shawna Evans, the principal at MacArthur Elementary School here in Liberal. And Toby Hale, who's the former director of what is now that Stewart County Community College Area Technical School. At the time, it was the Liberal Area Vocational School. So, and
with
that, I think.
Without further ado, in the panel. Who wants to speak first? Who wants to go ahead and start it off? Shawna, why don't we start with you?
Okay, well, I can give a background of my own. Is that what you're
Yep.
Well, first of all, I was born and raised here in Liberal. I graduated from Liberal High School in '91. I left for a few years to attend K-State and came back with my education degree and taught 5th grade for 10 years. 5 were at McKinley Elementary, and they built the intermediate schools. And so I was transferred to Cottonwood Intermediate, taught 5 more years in 5th grade. And then I became a principal at MacArthur, and this is my 7th year at MacArthur as principal.
And Toby?
Toby Hale was born near Liberal, not in Liberal, 38 miles southwest in the Oklahoma Panhandle. Attended Hardesty grade school at Hardesty, Oklahoma, and came to Liberal in 1946 with my parents. Graduated from Liberal High School, actually in '52. That's a long story, but you're not interested in that. Incidentally, in fall of '50, we had the first and only under-15 football season, and we don't want to forget that. I went through the service for 2 years after high school, and came back, attended Wichita State University, just Wichita University at the time, then finished up at Panhandle State. We talking about work. I had to make a living, but this time I had a wife and 2 little boys. So while I went to Panhandle, I was also working full-time in the evenings and night. And the work is tied through in all of my education and training. My last trip to college was 3 years before I retired. I finished up my 2nd master's degree in order to become the director of what was in the Liberal Area Tech School. A lot of years in education. After retiring, for the first 10 years at Sub, when they were called, and so I got a lot of years in the Liberal school system. I've worked in a lot of things over the years. Talking about working, I made a living while in Wichita as a deputy sheriff on the Wichita or Sedgwick County Sheriff Patrol. Came out here working in the oil field, and then I worked on and off through the oil field and truck driving and everything to get a hands-on summer job, except the summers I was in college. Wound up with 2 master's degrees and 1 bachelor's degree, and had a good life so far. I'm not through yet either.
I'm Bridget King. I too grew up in Liberal. So I lived in the same house for 40 years before I went off and left for college. I went to college at Oklahoma Christian University and came back to the area. I spent my first 5 years teaching in Hugoton. I just wanted to be in the area, and there weren't any openings in Liberal, so I just took one in Hugoton. And my husband and I kind of got tired of driving different ways to teach. He was teaching in Ulysses, and I was teaching in Hugoton. We lived in Hugoton, driving every day, and opportunity, 2 jobs came up in Liberal in '99. So I've been here in Liberal since '99, teaching, where I taught first grade, half-time my first year, and then went to MacArthur. I've been at MacArthur since 2000, I believe, except for 1 year, where I taught 2nd grade for 2 years. And then thought I wanted out of special ed, got out of it for 2 years and realized, you know, regular ed wasn't for me. I missed it too much. So I got back into special ed.
Was your intention to get 3 graduate from Liberal High School, or did that happen so?
Nope, it was definitely my intention. Basically wanted to find out, and I'll ask questions to sort of go this along. Growing up, how has things changed from you when you guys were all growing up and now going through the system, watching kids themselves? What did you see when you guys were going? Tell us some stories about growing up and going to school and what you've seen or what you thought. We can start. We'll start with Shawna and Bridget, and then Toby. How's that?
Oh, there's many aspects that have changed. I remember as a kindergartner, we went to school and we had naps and we had snacks and we had recess, and we learned our letters through our letter books, and that was my kindergarten experience. And now I look at our kindergartners, and there is no time for a nap, and there is no time for a snack. They're still there half a day, and there is so many requirements, and the rigor has made a huge difference between when I was a kid till now. They are leaving kindergarten either reading or ready to read. There's just such a big difference. I know, state standards weren't around, they were limited, and now everything is based on state standards, which is followed up with, instruction towards the assessment. The assessment is given. Accreditation is based on assessment scores. There's just so many things that, have been designed around assessments anymore. Our kindergartners now, they take computerized assessment 3 times a year. And the first time is in September. We put them on a little computer, and they're asked questions, and then their instruction is based on their assessments they're given. It's so much different than when I was a kid. Of course, technology, there's a world of difference in technology. Technology, whenever we were in school, it was a CD player, not even CD player, tape player. Record player, yes. We may have watched, I don't know, we even watched a movie. Yes. I mean, it's just, and now, I wished I would have brought it. I didn't have time to prepare for it. But the technology we do now, it's interactive. They have what's called a Mimeo that suction cups to a wall, and it turns that wall into an interactive whiteboard. And students can manipulate simulation of money, and they can drag the money around, or they can use clocks, or they can, it's a completely different approach to teaching. The teachers have write pads and class pads that they